Hey guys, my name is Shirley and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, as the title suggests, we're going to be unboxing the iPhone 12 Pro. So we're going to start off first with the whole unboxing process, and then finally we're going to go into a bit about the first impressions, what I'm thinking about it. So let's get straight into the video. So this is what's in the bag. So I picked up one MagSafe accessory and the phone itself. Now I do have a confession. It has been opened, but it hasn't been opened by me. So pretty much I went to Apple, I went to pick it up and they're like, oh, do you want a screen protector on it? So I was like, oh, I can never put screen protectors nice by myself. I always like leave air bubbles and I always leave like gaps in between and stuff. So they've got a machine that they actually put a screen protector on it for you. So I was like, you know what, you guys just do it, put the box back together as it would be if I was properly unboxing it, and then I'll fully see it at home. So pretty much the Apple guys have opened it, they put a screen protector on for it, but I haven't properly seen it myself. I maybe saw a glimpse of it for a few seconds, but yeah, so that's just the confession, but you guys are experiencing this unboxing with me. So as we all know, the box size is coming a bit smaller, one because we don't get the charger and we don't get the headphones. For me personally, I'm not really affected by that, and I find the box size to be quite cute. I really like the size of the box, and yeah, I have no issues with it, to be honest. Anyway, so yeah, let's open it up. There we go. I am so happy with the color. Honestly, I was contemplating between the gold and the graphite, and I'm really happy that I ended up going with graphite. So no clear case or anything that we normally have. So there we go. Matte finish, which I'm absolutely loving, and then we've got the shiny edges, of which they've already started to get fingerprints, but we'll go into that a bit later on. And then obviously this is a bit different. We don't normally get this from Apple, but we've got a white covering. It tells you pretty much what the different buttons are, so we'll just break that. So we'll go back to the box, I guess, for a few seconds. So in the box, we've obviously got a USB-C to lightning cable. I don't even know if I'll use it because I have so many chargers already. Pretty much nothing else in the box, but besides this, so obviously we've got our SIM card insert thing, a small little manual, and our Apple stickers. So that's pretty much all that's in the box. We'll draw attention back to the phone. I'm really loving the size of it. I really like the size. So yeah, there's that for now. Alright, so I've just done a quick setup, and at the moment this is just restoring from my iCloud. So while that's setting up, we're just going to go ahead and unbox this phone case. So I just opted for the black one just because they didn't have any colors that I like at the moment. Usually for me, I love the color, this pink color, this rose gold pastel pink kind of thing, but they didn't have that. So for me, if there's no rose gold, then I just opt for black, and I think it'll just go nice since the phone is black anyways. So that's what I opted for. So yeah, it was 79 AUD, Australian dollars, and it is the Apple silicon case with MagSafe. So we're gonna do that. It's quite a neat unboxing just for a phone case, I reckon. Nothing else in there. So, okay. Guess we just take this off. What do we have in here? Oh, there's no paper or anything like that. It's just cardboard, I suppose. There we've got the magnets. It's very lightweight. I wasn't expecting it to be this lightweight, but it's very lightweight. It's got that kind of microfiber cushion material in the inside, which is really nice, and I suppose would be very protective. Unlike the iPhone 11, we've got covering at the bottom here, so that's fantastic. The buttons do feel quite nice as well, so that's good to see there. And it seems like there's a bit of a gap there around this outline, which I'm supposing is there to protect the camera lenses, so that's good to see as well. So quite impressed, very lightweight. I don't know how protective it is. So this is, guess what that looks like when it's in the phone. It does fit quite nice and snug. I really like that it's not bulky. When I first saw the iPhone 12, because I really loved the form factor, I was actually thinking of riding it without the case, but now that I have the case on it, it's actually really quite nice. And I think because the colors match. So yeah, I guess that wraps it up for the case. It is now pretty much the next day. I've had a fair bit of time to play around with the phone itself. It's now all set up. Let's get into a bit of, you know, my first impressions. So to be honest, I am actually quite pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting to be as surprised as I am. I must say the design makes such a big difference. Now, for me personally, the best iPhone that I think they've ever made is the iPhone 4. For me, that was the most beautiful, most elegant design that I'd ever seen Apple release. So to see this boxed edge design back is absolutely amazing. I must say the aluminium is catching a lot of fingerprints, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. Majority of the time for me, it's going to be in a case anyway, so that won't be a big deal. But honestly, it feels perfect in the hand. For me personally, I like big screens, but I don't like big phones. So I was used to, you know, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 7. I've never gotten like the Pro Max sizes because I feel like that's too big for me. So for me, this form factor is absolutely amazing. And I like how it's a bit smaller than the 11 as well. So it's like I still get the same real estate, but in a smaller body form. Absolutely loving the display. So I was watching some Netflix last night and I really love the display. Honestly, this phone is amazing, but there's just 3 things that Apple needed to do for it to be a perfect phone. One, we needed that 120 Hz refresh rate. Honestly, I would have picked 120 Hz over 5G. I've heard rumors that Apple had tried to put 120 Hz, but since they'd put 5G, they couldn't put 120 Hz at this stage because of battery life. I know there are other phones out there like the Note 20, which are already there, but Apple, I guess they just couldn't do it. Personally, I still would have preferred 120 Hz over the 5G, especially with that A14 chip. I can notice that it's very snappier. Like opening and closing apps is so snappy on this phone as compared to, you know, my previous phones. You can really see that its speediness is there, but that speediness would have been so much better had we had that 120 Hz. So, you know, that's one thing that I really wish Apple had done. Another thing that I really wish we had from Apple is a USB-C cable. Like honestly, oh, I'm so sick and tired of lightning. Like I feel like in 2020 we are way past lightning. My iPad, it charges via USB-C. My MacBook, it charges via USB-C. This is the only Apple device, well besides the watch, that still charges via lightning. So that's really pretty disappointing, especially on days that I'm out and about. For instance, when I go to uni, I carry one charger for my iPad and my laptop, but then I have to carry another charger for my phone. So it would have been great if, you know, I have one charger that works across all my Apple devices. And then I guess that kind of leads us into the whole topic of them not including the charging brick. Personally, for somebody like me who has quite a fair bit of Apple products already, it's not an issue. Like I haven't even used the charger that's come from my box. I'm still using the same wireless charging pad from Belkin that I was using pretty much for the past year. I can use just all the other multitudes of lightning cables that I have around the home. So for me, it's not an issue. But for somebody maybe who's not so deep in the Apple ecosystem, or somebody like my dad, for instance, he's jumping from the 7 into the he's planning on getting the iPhone 12. He doesn't have an iPad Pro or a MacBook Pro, so he doesn't have a USB-C charging brick. So, you know, the cable that Apple is giving is pretty much not going to be handy for them. So I guess it's a bit of a, it depends what kind of consumer you are. For me, that hasn't really affected me, but yeah, I guess it depends who you are. It is a bit sucky, but we have heard some rumors that Apple is moving to a fully wireless world where pretty much there is going to be no charging cable. So I guess they're slowly trying to get us to move to a wireless charging world. So I guess, you know, it's part of the whole bigger plan that they have going on. But for me personally, I'm relatively okay with it. It wasn't that big of a deal. So yes, 2 things that were missing so far. I wish we had the 120 Hz. I wish we had USB-C. And finally, I wish we had a full edge-to-edge display. It's really disappointing when there's so many other phones out on the market that do that full edge-to-edge display, and Apple is still kind of ancient in its design. Yes, the bezels are smaller than the previous gens, but still, I just wish we had that full edge design. So I guess that's just my first initial impressions. I don't want to go too deep into things at the moment because I am planning to do a review. I might do a review maybe 1 week after using this, or maybe a month after using this. I think it's still a bit premature to say too much at this stage. So make sure you've clicked that subscribe button so that when that review video comes in, which is going to be super in depth, I'll compare it with other devices and things like that, just so that you guys know a bit more. In the meantime, just comment down below what you guys would like me to cover in that more in-depth in-depth analysis video. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.